On average, the Northeast experiences the most number of days of freezing rain throughout the continental U.S. annually. This freezing rain turns to ice on surfaces and can wreak havoc on an area. Freezing rain might be a bit more common than you think. The St. Lawrence Valley is climatologically favored in our region to experience at least some freezing rain. Instances of freezing rain are highest early in the winter season, peaking in December before becoming less likely as we approach spring. Ice storms can become the most costly weather phenomena to affect the Northeast. Heavy accumulations of ice can bring down trees and power lines, as well as topple utility poles and communication towers. Ice can disrupt communication and power for days, while utility companies repair extensive damage. Even small accumulations of ice can be extremely dangerous to motorists and pedestrians. So why is ice more common during the early winter season? It's because temperatures can still get above freezing during this time. As a result, a winter storm is likely to have a variety of precipitation types, and the potential for flash freezes or black ice is increased. During major disasters, it can be at least several days before the situation improves, so it is imperative everyone has an emergency plan and supplies already in place to make it through. In addition, it is important to pay attention to forecasts and warnings from the National Weather Service, as well as the advice of local emergency personnel, and be ready to act on that before the dangers materialize. The devastation with the January 1998 ice storm resulted in several deaths and long-lasting disruption to the region, primarily because people were unprepared for such a significant event. Storm damage was estimated over $3 billion. Millions of customers lost power, some for several weeks. Millions of acres of trees damaged, roads were impassable, and nearly 40 deaths were attributed to the storm across the affected region. The big lesson learned by individuals and communities was the fact that preparation is critical. We've seen that ice can be dangerous, bringing down trees and power lines, but how does it form? Ice at the surface forms from freezing rain, where cold ice crystals or snowflakes fall through a layer of warm air that melts them into liquid form. But as it continues to fall to the surface, the air temperature goes below freezing again and the water lands on frozen surfaces, freezing upon contact. Remember to pay attention to the National Weather Service watches and warnings. Even a little bit of ice can be hazardous. Being aware will help you be prepared. The National Weather Service in Burlington issues a freezing rain advisory when a trace of ice is forecast to accumulate, and a freezing rain warning with half an inch is expected. Stay home during and immediately after hazardous weather. Ice that forms on frozen surfaces will be slippery and difficult to walk on, let alone drive on. Due to the hazardous driving conditions, it is vital to be prepared before the storm. Hazardous driving conditions during the winter season are responsible for about 70% of all wintertime deaths. When the amount of snow or ice is particularly heavy or falls in a short period of time, roads may be impassable and closed to traffic. However, even the slightest amount of snow or freezing rain on a previously bare road can make for extreme treacherous travel. Also, adding to the danger is that an icy road may appear to be just wet, and you won't realize the difference until it's too late. If you don't need to travel, then don't. A flash freeze can occur when wet roads quickly freeze at night or when there is a rapid drop in temperature. This may be due to a passing cold front or a snow squall. If you do venture out, make sure you know the conditions of the roadways before you travel. Always drive defensively and cautiously. Maintain a slow and steady speed, avoiding sudden stops and starts. Keep alert and be prepared to handle the unexpected. Even after ice stops forming, trees weighed down from ice can break and fall into the road. It is also advised to keep a winter storm kit in the trunk of your car in case you get stranded. Some supplies you may want to include are blankets, non-perishable foods, flares, a shovel, a bag of sand, tire chains, a flashlight, windshield scraper, and jumper cables. For more information, visit on the web at weather.gov/BTV. Also, like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter. To find winter-specific forecasts, go to weather.gov/BTV/winter.